The movie opens with our protagonist, Emily, sitting in an office giving an interview for a job. She is startled when the interviewer asks her about the police record about her and tries to lie by saying that it was just a drunk driving case. Emily is surprised when the man pulls out a file, telling her that they ran a background check on her and know that she was charged with an assault case. The sudden turn of events leaves her furious, as she accuses the interviewer of tricking her because he earlier assured her that they don't have a background check on her. She walks out of the office, saying that she doesn't need their job even when she is drowning in student loans. After the failed attempt at getting a job, she goes back to the restaurant where she works as a delivery rider and goes on with her normal life. Things start to take a turn when one day a coworker named Javier asks her to fill his night shift, and when she agrees, he gives her a number as a reward, saying it is a dummy shopper and she will be able to make $200 in an hour if she contacts that number. She doesn't pay the number much attention and goes back to her house, where she calls the student loan department and finds that the interest she has to pay has increased. This information stresses her more, so when she is on night shift later, she decides to message the number. The person on the other side asks if she wants to make $200, but they don't reply when she asks what kind of work she will have to do and only tell her a location, saying she will have to meet them there. Emily leaves the message at that, and after getting off work, she goes to a bar with her friend Liz, who tells her that she is going to Portugal for a work assignment. After excitedly explaining about her trip, Liz finally turns to Emily, asking her what is going on with her life. Emily truthfully replies that she is planning to go back to New Jersey to live with her stepfather so she can save some money. Liz does not reply with her friend's answer and promises her that she will set her up for a job interview at her company. The next day, Emily goes to the address she got through the number. After reaching there, she goes to the reception, where a man named Khalil asks her who she got the number from, and after confirming her identity, he lets her in. Emily goes inside the hall, where other people like her are waiting. They all get their pictures taken and gather in a hall where Yusuf guides them about the work. He says that they will earn $200 in an hour, but it would be illegal, even though they will not harm anyone. It is still against the law. Yusuf says that they will have to shop for different items using the ATM cards and that if they are uncomfortable with this job, they can leave. Emily stands up to go away, worried that they will get caught, but Yusuf assures her that they have everything covered and there is a very low chance of them being exposed. After the explanation, she finally decides to stay and goes to her first job as a dummy shopper, where she has to buy an LED using the ATM card they gave her. Even though she is nervous during the process, she still manages to complete the task and get her money. Yusuf offers her that she can come for another job tomorrow that will be a little more complicated, but he refuses to tell her what it is. Before Emily could leave the car, he told her that this time the payment would be $2,000, which intrigues her, but she still didn't reply to anything and just left. When Emily goes to work the next day, she tries to ask Javier if he went back there for another job, but he says that he never went back there. Emily is still thinking about the matter, but when she gets the text from Yusuf again, she decides to go for another job and quickly leaves from there after telling Javier to cover for her. When she reaches there, Yusuf explains that this time she has to buy a car, but she will have very little time to escape. Emily goes inside the building and does everything quickly so she can escape in time, but when she is sitting in the new car about to drive away, the man who is assisting her finds out about her and tells her to go back inside. Emily refuses to listen to him, and even though he hits her on the nose, she retaliates and, after pushing him back, drives away from there. Emily is a little shaken from the event, so when she gets back to Yusuf, she just takes her money and angrily goes to leave from there, but Yusuf stops her after seeing that she is not in a condition to drive back. Emily reluctantly accepts his offer to drive her back, and after reaching there, he goes inside with her so he can put ice on her swelling face. As Yusuf takes care of her wounds, they start to bond over their hobbies. Emily tells him about her love for art while Yusuf shows her a picture of a house, saying he wants to buy it with the money he was earning through ATM fraud and will renovate it. Emily is intrigued by his line of work as it gives him fast money, and she requests that he show her how to do it. Yusuf agrees to help her but soon leaves her apartment after receiving a call. When Emily goes to work the next day, her boss gives her a hard time for skipping work the previous night and says that she will have to do the double night shifts. Emily is annoyed by all this, but she can't do anything about it, so she just goes with her regular work schedule. After work, she goes to meet Yusuf, who shows her how to print fake numbers on ATM cards, and after she gets the hang of it, he gives her a machine of her own. He explains to her how to deal with the vendors, gives her a taser for protection, and instructs her that the most important rule she has to follow is to not go to the same store twice in a week. After taking the complete instructions from Yusuf, Emily starts to work in the coming few days and successfully completes some deals. During her shifts at the restaurant and her dummy shopper work, Emily has to take care of Liz's dog when she leaves for Portugal. She also visits Yusuf again to discuss the work and this time encounters his cousin Khalil, who is not happy with her presence, but Yusuf lies about his involvement with her, saying that she only came here to take her phone back. One night when Emily is out walking Liz's dog, she gets attacked by a man and his daughter as they follow her to the house and rob her of her earnings, also taking the dog with them. Emily quickly gathers herself, rushes outside to chase them, and takes her stuff back after tasing the man. Emily later goes to attend the welcome back party for Liz, where she gets introduced to many of Liz's co-workers, but she instead messages Yusuf, who joins her at the party. She spends most of the time with Yusuf, and as they are talking, Liz approaches her, saying there is a vacant position in her office and she got Emily an interview there. Liz goes back to her party after that, while Emily leaves with Yusuf, and when they are outside the building, she kisses him. They spent that night together, sparking a new romance between them. The next morning, they go to see the rental property Yusuf is planning to buy. There they again share a deep conversation in which Emily tells him about her passion to travel to North America. Yusuf encourages her to follow her dreams and then asks her to do him a favor. Following Yusuf's request, they go to his home to meet his mother, and to their surprise, Khalil also comes there. When Yusuf's mother goes to the kitchen to get some snacks, Khalil shows them a video, revealing that Emily has been caught going into the same store twice in a week and that they have posted her security footage online. Khalil is very angry with the events, saying that if Emily gets caught, she will lead the police to them, and he makes a crude comment about her being with Yusuf. Khalil's comments lead to an argument between him and Emily, but they have to stop when Yusuf's mother comes back. In the coming week, when Emily goes to pick up Yusuf one day, she is shocked to find him bleeding. She tries to talk to him, but Yusuf is very angry and refuses to say anything. When they reach back to his apartment, Yusuf reveals that Khalil has not been paying him for the last 5 months, and now he needs money to pay for the rental property or they will sell it to someone else. Yusuf tells her his plan, saying that he will raid the storage unit tomorrow and rob Khalil of everything, including the money they have in their shared account. Emily is reluctant to join him in the plan but agrees to help him when Yusuf says she will get her cut. The next day Emily goes to Liz's office for the job interview, but when she finds out that it is an unpaid internship, she gets furious and leaves from there after yelling at the boss. After another failed interview, Emily comes back to meet Yusuf as they get ready to rob Khalil. Both of them are left speechless when they find that storage unit empty, and Khalil even took out all the money from their shared account. Yusuf is heartbroken by all this and tries to put all the blame on Emily for hitting the same store twice a week. Emily retaliates, saying it is not her fault and that this happened because Yusuf is a pushover, and if he doesn't make rules for himself now, people will continue to rob him. Emily manages to convince Yusuf that they should confront Khalil right now, so they quickly go to the safe house after Emily picks up the box cutter from her restaurant. When they reach there, Yusuf asked her about the assault case before she could get out of the car. Emily explains to him that she was in a toxic relationship and beats up her boyfriend, who reported her to the police. She then quickly gets out of the car and goes to the house, where she pretends to be the delivery girl. When the door opens, Yusuf joins her as they both get rid of the other people in the house and then go to attack Khalil. They are taken off guard when Khalil attacks them from behind, severely injuring Yusuf in the process. Khalil then moves to Emily, who manages to overpower him and stabs him in the abdomen with the box cutter. Emily forces Khalil to tell her about the location of the money, and after finding that it is in the fridge, she rushes to collect it. She then drags Yusuf to his car, still holding the money bag in one hand, but after reaching there, she realizes that they have left the car keys inside. Soon they start to hear the police sirens, as Emily has left Khalil a phone so he can call an ambulance for himself. Emily is torn between options on what to do, but when the sirens grow closer, she decides to abandon Yusuf in his car and escape from the location with the money. The police later raided Emily's apartment and discovered that she had disappeared. Meanwhile, Emily is living in South America now and has picked up the hobby of art again. She also established a credit card fraud ring of her own, recruiting dummy shoppers with the promise of making $200, following in Yusuf's footsteps. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications to help the channel out. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.